So I need the mirror for this because I'm showing quite a number of small toys in front of me here. So we'll see how it goes. Incidentally, don't know whether you can see behind me, there's a bowl on the top of my cupboard in the kitchen. We've had a slight leak from upstairs, but I'm beginning to suspect it's actually water from the Nile coming through, and I need to cherish it and bottle it, do you think, or not? It's up there collecting water anyway, well, supposedly. The first thing to show you is the Tippe Top, the Japanese top, the spinning top, which I've shown many times before. What happens when you put, which I thought of the idea a few years ago, a tiny little micro neodymium magnet, that little gold thing, which is almost invisible, in fact, in the middle there. Tiny little magnet. And of course it turns into a magnetic top, which is absolutely brilliant. So if I put this in, oh yeah, set it spinning on the mirror, put that in close to it, it whirls back and forward, just like the, I'll show you the original large one, which we have on our shop. And I tried to making a snake, but it seems to get jammed halfway up. But never mind, it's a bit of fun. The other odd thing, of course, is the fact that it's, the snake's hardly moving, but the top's doing all the moving. What I'm thinking about, or trying to reproduce, is something just to remind you, which is something, it's a little plug for our shop, this is one of my all-time favourite toys. This costs, I don't know, 20 or 30 pounds. Well worth it, because it's one of the most beautiful versions I've ever seen. That and then the snake, which is superb. There we are, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Notice that if I hold this, then the top possibly might have to move back and forward. What's nice about this top, though, is two things. One is the magnet and the fact that you can see through it, and exactly what you can do with this version, which costs, well, about 100 of the cost, because the cost of this is about 1/10 of a penny, I think, isn't it? So set it spinning like that. Make sure you've got a magnet on it. Put a little thing inside it. Oh, let's get it in the middle. And enjoy the fact that it does that wonderful twirling action, which is delightful, isn't it? Come off the thing now. I'm going to have to improve the snake a bit more because he should do a bit more than that. But it's odd to see the snake staying still and the top moving back and forward. So it's about 100 of the cost. So it's something else, isn't it? This is my database for all this. It's my collection of how I keep my paper clips. And I try not to use them as paper clips. I try to use them as toys if I can. Here's another delightful one, which I've just only recently come across. I must show it to you because it works. I made this about 20 years ago, I think it was. I've taken the idea from the top of bending the thing in order to get stability and make sure the centre of gravity is in the middle. You twirl this round like this. And you've got, yes, paper clips on the end as well to hold it. That helps. And a string. And then it starts twirling. And the point is you've got two there, so they're going to suddenly start spreading apart. Now look at that. That is superb. I'll show what the original thing which I had in my mind when I thought about it, which is one of my favourite handheld spinning toys. It works very well indeed. And this is what it's based on. This little beautiful here, which I picked up in America about 20, 30 years ago, I think it was. Funny enough, they don't actually show this in the European market. It's very strange. I'll set it spinning, and it's what I particularly like that middle, when it first comes apart, and you get that sort of crossing over extra effect from these strings, which is unique. But it's strange that it's popular in America as a folk toy, and yet they don't seem to make it into Europe. So there's the same toy, but in the form of little bits of, well, it's got string and things. It's certainly no costing no more than about 1/10 of a penny, I think, possibly. But it works reasonably well. So have it for yourselves. It's not all success though, because I've tried a third idea, which was the this one here, which is a version of the Tippe Top, which is very unusual, which I show with spinning tops, is not a Tippe Top itself. It's actually a ring, typically a diamond ring, but this is one with a hand. When you spin it this way like this, it turns upside down like a Tippe Top does. And that's what's supposed to happen here. I'll just demonstrate this one. Hopefully it's going to tip upside down if I spin it. Well, I've got to spin it quite hard, actually. It's not going to sit like that. It doesn't always do it. You've got to somehow... Oh, there they are. He's done it then. So this one here, thinking that all you need is a bit of weight at the bottom, you just spin it hard, and I'm afraid it's sort of a bit iffy, to say the least. And also, it's a bit on the light side. It needs a bit of weight. I did try putting blue tack in it, but without much success. It's supposed to spin well and then turn upside down, and so far I've failed to make it do that. Let's try the big one. No, let's try this one again. I certainly got it spinning once, and it did once flip upside down. There. Oh, that's nearly there now. I've got to do it quite hard. No, another go. It's all spinning technique, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, that's still something in the offing, but I'm very, very pleased with the spinning top with the snake effect. I think that's brilliant. And I'm also very, very pleased with the hand whirler. So 3 good items, but I've got a lot more paper clips to look through. What I don't want to do is use them as paper clips, though.